Lesson 2.2 is solving two-step equations. So we're going from one step to two-step. Same idea, same steps we'll be using. We're just putting two steps together instead of one. I would like to think you guys are familiar with what we're doing again today. We'll see. I need participation, right? Jason, take the hood down, please. No hoods once you get in my classroom. So as we look at equation 1 here, 5x plus 12 equals negative 13. One thing I tend to say is, okay, what is the last thing being done to x? Because that's the first thing we're going to undo. So if this is 5 times x plus 12, what's the last thing being done to x? Adding 12. So what is the opposite of adding 12? Subtracting 12. So the first thing I'm going to do on both sides is I'm going to subtract 12. If I subtract 12 on the left, subtract 12 on the right. I like to put my minus 12s kind of up above here at an angle. However, do some of you like to put them down below? I don't care as long as, can you show that step for me, please? That's what I'm going to expect to see on a quiz or test, is you showing that step. Okay, so this 5x will carry down. Nothing's done to it. 12 minus 12? 0. Carry down my equal sign. Negative 13 minus 12. Negative what? No?
Wait, can you re-say that?
Wait, what?
Negative 13 minus 12. Got it, Jacob? What kind of 25? Nope.
Negative.
Negative.
Yeah.
Okay. I teach keep the negative 13, change subtraction to addition, and the opposite of 12 is negative 12. Negative 13 plus negative 12 is negative 25. Do me a favor, have a calculator beside you if you need to. Don't let this stuff slow us down. Okay? I don't care if you guys use a calculator for this, because here's my thought. Yes, it's good to know it, but there's bigger skills here too. Does that make sense? And I don't want us stuck on the bigger skills just because we're, we mess up the small stuff.
Either lost my calculator or got it.
Mine's in my wrapper.
Okay, so, am I done?
No,
Why am I not done?
because the x isn't by itself.
Okay, x is not by itself. I need to say x equals or 1x equals. So, this goes back to what I taught on Monday. What's hanging out with the x?
The
5.
The 5. The 5 is hanging out with x, right? What's keeping that x and 5 together? Multiplication. So what's going to undo multiplication? Division. So if it's 5 times x, we're going to divide by 5. I prefer to use a fraction bar to show that. If I divide the left by 5, divide the right by 5. 5x divided by 5. 1x. And I'm just going to write x. You can write 1x if you want. They're the same. Negative 25 divided by 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Negative divided by a positive is a negative. So we can handle an equation like that?
Yeah.
This is easier stuff, right? This isn't horrible. Okay, let's try the next one. I would say the hardest part is knowing what step to take first. If you can get the first step, I think you guys can do this. So if I read that out loud, it's t divided by 2 minus 3. What is the last thing being done to t?
Wait. Yeah, sometime. Right?
You need to make t by itself.
Well, we need to get t by itself, but if it's t divided by 2 minus 3, the last thing being done to t
Oh,
is the -3. How do you undo a -3?
Add 3.
Yeah.
You add 3. If we add 3 on the left, we add 3 on the right. Okay? If my 3's cancel on the left, what is on the left side of my equation currently?
T over 2 for
Yep.
dividing 2 equals 8.
Okay, so t over 2 or t divided by 2. And then 5 plus 3 is 8.
Would you
Now what do I have to undo?
T over 2?
It's t divided by 2, right? How do I undo t divided by 2?
Divide the other.
No, I'm not undoing a divide if I divide again. What's the opposite of dividing by 2?
Multiplying.
Multiplying by 2. So since this is t divided by 2, I'm going to multiply by 2. If I multiply the left by 2, we're going to multiply the right by 2. Now, in order to multiply 2 times t over 2, if you need to, you can think of this 2 as 2 over 1, right? 2 as a fraction is 2 over 1. But really, what's important that happens with those 2's?
Cancel now.
They cancel, right? T divided by 2 and times 2, divide by 2 times 2, they're canceling. What remains is t. 8 times 2,
16.
16.
I've never heard somebody say 2 as many times as you did that.
Did I say a lot of 2's there?
Like
Sorry.
30. It was close.
There was a lot of 2's. Okay, well, there was a 2 in the problem. Okay, we good there? Okay, let's try the next one. Negative x minus 4 equals 9.
You to add it.
What was that?
You to add it.
Okay. If it's negative x minus 4, the opposite of subtracting 4 is to add 4. If I add 4 on the left, we're going to add 4 on the right. Okay. So what's on my left side then?
Negative A.
Okay, minus 4 plus 4 cancel. I have negative x. 9 plus 4 is? Really?
Huh?
Wait,
You even got calculators beside you?
I didn't even hear what you said.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I'm sorry. I'm not going too fast, am I?
No,
No, I
we're
just zoned out.
Well, I just.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what did you say though? I didn't hear.
What's 9 plus 4? Which is why, and then it was just dead silence. I'm like, really? Of all the questions you guys aren't going to answer? Okay. Negative x. Am I done?
No.
No, I'm not done. I wouldn't think flip it.
Well, you gotta have X by it.
Wait,
We do have to have x by itself. What do we need to get away from x?
Negative.
negative.
The negative.
See,
What are my options?
just do.
I forget.
It's X. over
Doesn't it
13.
have something to do with like switching?
Or it's
something?
Is it
13 over
X
X.
over negative?
Okay, you guys are getting way too fancy here.
I don't know.
Well, we're trying to guess it.
Okay, so let me ask a different question then. What's the invisible number in front of x?
One.
So this is like a negative 1x. If this is a negative 1x, so how am I going to move that negative 1 away?
Add
I know.
What's keeping negative 1 and x together here?
multiplication.
Multiplication.
So you divide.
What will undo multiplication? Divide.
That's what
If we divide the left by negative 1,
you have to do it to the.
we're going to divide the right by negative 1, yes?
So those cross out the negative, so that's X over 13.
No, there's no x over anything.
So it's
Negative ones cancel, and I have
x equals 13.
x equals
Negative.
Negative.
negative 13. 13 divided by 1 is 13. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. Okay?
I'm trying to remember all the way up.
Well, and honestly, you guys would have seen this in 8th grade, too.
Yeah. I think I learned this in
remember this.
7th grade,
Yeah.
actually. I learned this in 7th.
I don't
I'm
remember.
not going to say you wouldn't have seen it in 7th grade. I know that in 8th grade, that's your pre-algebra year officially. And this stuff definitely starts in pre-algebra.
Yeah,
It wouldn't surprise me if it starts in 7th grade math,
I
but
tipped it,
I don't
So.
even remember 30 for math.
okay. Moving along, we've got a test to finish here, so not going to let myself get sidetracked anymore. Okay, as we look at this next problem, 6 equals m over 7 minus 3. How do you feel about this equation?
Stupid. I mean, just being honest.
Okay, what's stupid about it?
The whole
The M always makes me mad.
How can I make this problem a little less stupid then? If I-
Can't you switch it around? And put it in
Can you switch it around if your reason for being stupid is that you don't like the m on the right side?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's the reason you're saying it's stupid, but that's what I'm trying to get at here. Okay? If you,
I thought he called himself.
okay, did you say something about it makes it look hard?
Yeah, they think it probably.
And that's what I would say is if you don't like this, it's because it confuses you and it's making it look more difficult than it really is. So my recommendation would be flip-flop the sides, actually. So I'm going to instead say m over 7 minus 3 on the right, or on the left, excuse me, 6 on the right. So I just took the left and the right and I flip-flopped. Now, this is just like the one above it. If it's m over 7 minus 3,
You just have to divide.
You
Just divide it.
multiply.
if it's m divided by 7 minus 3, what's the last thing being done there?
Oh, you add.
The minus 3. Don't worry about the 7 yet. Deal with the minus 3. How do I deal with the minus 3? The opposite of subtracting 3 is to add 3. Okay, so on the left, I still have m over 7. Minus 3 and plus 3 is 0.
Wait, what? Oh.
6 plus 3 on the right. 9. Am I done?
Nope.
No, because
You have to get in by itself.
m by itself. Now, what is currently being done here?
Well,
Division. So if this is division, what do I have to do to solve?
Multiply.
If it's currently division, we can't divide again to solve.
Multiply.
Multiply. Do the opposite. Multiply and divide are opposites. So since this is currently divide, we're going to multiply. If I multiply the left by 7, we're going to multiply the right by 7. Okay. If you want, you can think 7 over 1, but ultimately what happens? The 7s will cancel. M equals
63?
9 times 7 is?
I got you. It's 63.
Yeah.
63?
Yes,
Hey, you know what? If multiple people tell me the answer, that's fine. Because then at least I have people paying attention. That's what I'm going for here. You guys are engaged, you're talking to me, I can see, I can see understanding here.
Now the
In your regular Algebra 1 class, I don't think I get this much participation from
I
any of
never
you.
talked.
It's because Miss Rogers' class, okay, my algebra class and Miss Rogers, it was so big,
Yeah.
and most
Well,
of the people I did
And that's,
not know.
if you guys were in my regular, if you guys were Algebra 2, in my regular Algebra 2,
I went.
it's a different story, I get
do
it.
better
But,
in small classes.
well, no excuses this semester then. You got a small class, right?
Especially 'cause
Yeah.
I-
If Caden's gone, we're down to 8.
Hey, these two problems on the next one are stupid too.
Oh well,
I think I remember.
we're gonna do the next two stupid problems. Your words, not mine. Okay, now, listen to how I read the problem. X minus 2 divided by 4 equals 6.
X minus.
X minus 2 divided by 4. What is the last thing done on the left side?
On the
Division.
Division, right? Because it was X minus 2 divided by 4. So that's the first thing I want to undo. How do I undo divide by 4?
Multiply 4.
Multiply by 4. If I multiply the left by 4,
I move up. I'm not even.
we're going to multiply the right by 4. You sure can.
But you gotta move up to like the very first step.
I probably couldn't see back here.
So you can.
Okay. So, now, I'm multiplying by 4. This 4 over here, technically you could say 4 over 1, but what's going to happen with the 4s? They cancel. So what remains there once my 4s cancel? What's here on the left? X minus 2, good. On the right, 6 times 4?
24.
No.
6 times 4, 24. Okay?
Oh, my computer's just broken it right.
Am I done?
No, because you have to make the X by itself, so you have to divide. Divide?
Well, if it's multiplying, yes, I'm going to divide.
Well, it's subtraction and add.
The opposite of subtracting
Add.
is to add. Always do the opposite function. So if this is x minus 2, we're going to add 2. Minus 2 plus 2, those 2's cancel, right?
Yeah.
X equals
26.
It's 27.
26. Okay.
I looked at that completely wrong. Not that one.
Why am I?
Last one. Okay, listen as I read it. Y minus 1 divided by 3 equals negative 2. What's the last thing being done to y? What was it?
Division.
Okay, it's currently y minus 1 divided by 3.
Wait. Yeah.
So yes, dividing by 3. What's the opposite to dividing by 3?
Multiply.
Multiply. If I multiply the left by 3,
I divide.
multiply the right by 3. Now, what happens with those 3's? On the left.
They cancel out.
Yeah.
They cancel.
Then you got y minus.
And we got y minus 1, good.
And then you take negative 2 times 3.
Negative 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is
6.
6. A negative times a positive is a
Negative 6.
Oh, that was
Negative
what I
6.
forgot to do.
Hey, I do it.
Am I done?
Yes. No, wait, no.
Yeah. No.
David's going to tell me y is not by itself.
So you have to add,
If it's y minus 1, we are going to,
and then there's cancel
Add
out automatically.
yep,
So it's y equals. Guys, what's the answer? I don't know. 7.
Negative 5.
negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. And that's, remember, it's because they're opposite signs, right? When it's negative 6 plus 1, you actually have to subtract them. And 6 is larger than negative, so negative. Okay. Your homework that's due tomorrow is lesson 2.2 in Math Excel. I don't remember how many problems I assigned, but it shouldn't be too bad. How many problems did I assign in 2.1?
18.
Sounds like a lot, but was it really a lot?
I didn't do it yet, so I'm gonna. I caught up on my other stuff. Okay, at least I did the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.